Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out for, well, pretty much an entire weekend since Thursday as the time of this recording, and I wonder how well is it done, depending on what outlet you listen to, what sort of reporting you listen to, and what video clips you take a look at. It's kind of questionable as to exactly how well it's doing. We start from the bottom and work our way up. According to numerous outlets, the bought and paid for media shills that are just propping this game up as, well, as you can see on the screen yourself, return to form from the gamer. Hip Hop Wired, return to form, return to classic form, over and over and over again. Game Rant. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a spectacular return to form for the franchise. Twinfinite, an imperfect return to form. Windows Central, Assassin's Creed Shadows may truly be a return to form. Now, what sort of form did they have to return to? Now, we've heard this all before because, well, same thing happened. The same script, if you will, came out for Dragon Age the Veilguard, triumphant return to form, without a doubt, return to form. They couldn't even switch up the words in the script from one game to another. Now, you may ask the question, what is this return to form? Well, we could take a look at some of the, well, let's start with dialogue here. This will be oh so lovely. I do wonder, I played this on my live stream the other night, last week, and I wonder, why did they go with the broken English with an Asian accent with the English dub on this game?
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Is this artificial intelligence dialogue? I do kind of wonder. And you would think, well, maybe that's just a one-off little instance, but no, dear viewer, please, let's keep going.
No, you'll tell me where it is.
I do that, you'll have no reason to let me live.
Where's the emotion with these deliveries? And again, why didn't they just speak English? You're playing a game in feudal Japan, set in feudal Japan. Why would the English have an accent if everyone is the same nationality? Even Yasuke, being there long enough to learn Japanese, would end up probably having the same inflection after so many years as other Japanese. So just voice act the English normally.
So you won't tell me where it is?
No.
Spectacular writing from a AAA studio. 3,000 people worked on this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Then you're of no use to me at all.
Oh dear. Now what could this be? Learning the Law has been sharing a lot of clips. Manga Lawyer doing some of the heavy lifting, some of the cataloging and record keeping. This, of course, I'm sure some have seen, the stellar combat from the AAA studio. The 3,000 developer team working on Assassin's Creed Shadows that got delayed many months, 6 months, I believe. It was supposed to come out in September, then November, or was it November? So 4 months. We'll go with 4 months. It got delayed to iron out some of the bugs. Oh, he's gone. Oh, wait, no, he's not.
Dude, just what the hell?
Dude just got right back up. Because he has no head. How on else? What other? This clip over here from Yellow Flash. I'm sure what could possibly go wrong on this one. They don't. Stealth mechanics from a AAA studio. Stealth mechanics hiding in plain sight. I guess you could consider that to be the best way. Oh, they finally see her. There's a few clips on this one that are very interesting.
You can't hide forever.
Well, obviously not. In 2-inch tall grass.
Your path ends now.
Obviously, no. Well, what else do we have? Now, this one is very entertaining. Is it the AI? Is it the lack of animations? Well, You go ahead and, well, decide that for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on this little 25-second journey. Oh. Now this clip is from Blazing Gaming Videos. What? And that's not too terrible, mind you. Did she even get hit? No, it doesn't look like it. This is the combat of your $70, $100, $120 game. Now, we shouldn't compare it to other games. Let's go ahead and compare it to another Assassin's Creed game. Something so simple as climbing up a tree. Here we have Assassin's Creed Shadows up top, with a complete and total inability to do something as simple as climb up a tree. I think they would have maybe worked on that in the past month at least. Oh, she's hovering in the air. Okay, and well, Assassin's Creed Unity. Not sure how long ago that was, but oh, game working as intended. I can climb up the tree and take a look around, but sure, maybe they just really didn't want to do that in Assassin's Creed Shadows, because what's the point of getting a better vantage point so you can look around? Now, according to Assassin's Creed UK, the reporting on this as far as the number of people playing the game, they're not talking about sales, they're not talking about units sold, they're talking about 2 million players. I find that to be a rather interesting number to put out there. You're just talking about players, the number of people playing the game. And it makes you wonder, how do they come up with that number? Especially when you only have a peak concurrent count on Steam. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am aware that this game is available on consoles, and probably most people play it on consoles. Most people play other Assassin's Creed games on consoles. So why is this number so important? 64,825 peak concurrent count on the opening weekend of a return to form AAA studio. 3,000 people working on this game, and that's all you could get. I believe Dragon Age the Veilguard did more than that. But again, where are these getting all these numbers? These 2 million players. Well, for one, you can get it on Ubisoft Plus, $15 a month, and you're counted as a player. Don't have to worry about spending $70 on a game. As far as being a financial flop, I think they would have preferred getting $70, $100, $120 as compared to the $15 a month that, well, people walked away from. And of course, one of the other minor little problems is apparently the studio, the Assassin's Creed Twitter account, was giving away game keys for Ubisoft Connect. Let's go ahead and fluff those numbers as much as humanly possible. But hey, let's not discount the usual suspects when it comes to video game journalists. I use that term loosely. Hits 2 million players, putting it on track to be the series' most successful game yet. I'm sorry, if it was hitting 2 million sales, Ubisoft would be screaming it from the rafters. How could we be generous? 2 million players, let's say 1.5 million sales for a $70 game. Let's make it 100 on average. They need more than that to truly save their studio, at least just my opinion. It's something that, unfortunately, we will never know. What is it going to take to save Ubisoft? Is Tencent going to gobble them up? Finishing up with this little reporting, Hypnotic is a very, very wonderful way of putting it, because someone, of course, Hypnotic has a lot of detractors that want to run their mouth and things of people they don't know anything about. It hit over just over 2 million sales. Well, I'm sorry, Viking Brute 3, Viking Brute 3, that is, well, in fact, incorrect. Because they didn't hit sales. They hit players. Hypnotic says, just FYI, this is why mainstream media websites write the articles they do, and this is why Ubisoft is marketing the game with 2 million players engaged. Individuals, well, let's go with retards, because they just don't know how to read. If you're seeing 2 million players and you catch that as 2 million sales, I'm going to question your reading comprehension. They rely on this. They rely on people having zero brain functionality. Oh, Hypnotic, why are you so mean? Oh, because it's funny. And it's true. Inability to understand the difference in this one. And finally, one of the most popular arguments, especially when we have games coming out that end up being an astronomical mess, whether it's Dragon Age the Veilguard or, in this case, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Why are you playing the game if you hate it? You're just grifting off of people. You have individuals like Hypnotic, like Smash JT, like Az with Heel versus Babyface, and numerous content creators across the board whose fan base, whose viewers, whose subscribers want them to play these games. Whether it is to take the piss out of them or to give the game a shot because they trust this individual content creator. And, you know, the super chats pay for the game. So the only thing coming out of the content creator's life is their time. And, well, for me, personally, my time hanging out with the chat and watching their jokes and just communicating back and forth with them makes it all worth it. So I'm pretty sure it has the same effect on guys like Smash, Az, and Hypnotic. But here we got Frog Boy X1 Gaming. If he isn't going to play the game, oh, that's the other argument. If he isn't going to play the game, why he's even talking about it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have no intention of playing this game. I am simply talking about all the nonsense, dialogue, conversation, everything Ubisoft is saying. That's what I've been talking about. I'm not a major fan of the Assassin's Creed games. Haven't played it since, I believe, 3. So I didn't play Valhalla. I didn't play Black Flag, and I had no intention of playing this one because it was not worth my time and money. Maybe in the future that can change with some of these other games because, I mean, hell, I did play Veilguard. But anyway, Ubisoft fans know exactly what they are buying. Oh, an overpriced, buggy mess that they keep feeding because don't ask questions, just consume product and get excited for next product. Smash JT is just another low-quality content grifter. Oh, are you jealous, Frog Boy? I would love to see him actually build a game. Ah, okay. So that kind of argument can be, well, destroyed because you have food critics out there that do not know how to cook. However, they know what good food tastes like. You have sports commentators. Well, I guess, well, the sports thing may not be a good comparison. We'll stick with the restaurant thing. You don't have individuals like me. I'm not going to go out there and start my own restaurant, but I know what food tastes good and what food does not taste good. Anytime I go to a restaurant, I generally give it 2 shots as far as quality of food goes, unless, of course, the service is complete and total shit show. But to sit there and go, well, you never built a game, so you don't know what it takes. Well, that's dumb. You don't have critics out here building video games or making movies. No, they know what they like, they know what they don't like, and they talk about it with their fans. Whoever is willing to sit down and take the time to watch the video. Smash's response here, I've played Assassin's Creed Shadow for over 7 hours so far. Oh my goodness, you filthy liar, Smash. I bet you didn't even play it for 7 minutes. Anyway, plan on getting back to it soon. All live streamed. I bet you just had Hypnotic playing for you, didn't you? It's so tiresome. Play the game or be quiet. You don't deserve to have an opinion if you don't play the game. And on the flip side, you play the game, you give your opinion. Why are you playing the game if you don't like it? There is no winning for channels like mine and Smash and Hypnotics and Az, and the list goes on and on and on. We talk about what's going on in the gaming industry, in the video industry, in the entertainment industry, essentially. And then if we go see the movie, if we play the game or watch the TV show and we shit all over it if it's bad and praise it if it's good, nobody ever talks about when we praise the video games, when we praise the piece of entertainment, only when we dunk all over it when it's justifiably so. The question comes around, why are you watching it if you don't like it? Well, Az put it this way so eloquently today, I heard him on his live stream. He said, because we want to find out if we like it. I recently played a video game called Crush House. This was a game that, unfortunately, Sweet Baby Inc. had a massive hand in the creation of. I was expecting a complete and total hot mess of ideological pandering, lecturing bullshit, and it wasn't. I had fun. I enjoyed it. The people watching enjoyed outside of the color palette that was very burning on the eyes. But we do this for the people watching us, the people hanging out with us, to find out we may just enjoy the game. It does happen. Expectations can be so low, and the video game may knock it out of the park. Every content creator makes these decisions for themselves and what they do and what they want, what they will and will not do for their audience. Again, me, unless someone buys the game for me, and y'all don't have my Steam ID, so, oh well. I have no desire, no intention of playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I saw enough from the reporting leading up to it, the demos that the devs put out on live streams, and I've definitely seen enough of the dialogue, of the combat system, that I have absolutely no desire to play this game. So, but that's it. How is this game? 2 million players. I believe that's the main thing to talk about. They're not talking about sales. They're talking about players. Now, whether or not these players come from actuals, how many come from actual sales? How many come from consoles? How many come from Ubisoft Plus? And how many come from, well, Ubisoft just giving the game away for free? And how is this going to affect the continuously plummeting stock for Ubisoft? Well, let me know what you think in this comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Do all those nifty little things that YouTubers beg you to do. Thank you for making it this far. Hope to see you on the next one.